Excuse me, I just wanted to stop by, offer my services again.
Oh no. You get the hell away from me, Seth. I'm not telling you anything about Buddy just so you can snatch him.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
The Earl Sterling case. Apparently Earl just up and disappeared one day. No one's seen him since.
I've been meaning to put Earl's case to bed for a while now. Glad you're up for it. So, what's your take on the case, Ellie?
On Earl? Well, he didn't have any enemies, that's for sure. Someone would have to notice you're alive first.
And Earl didn't exactly have the charisma to inspire any crimes or passion. What's that leave us?
I don't know, Nick. It can't be the Institute, right?
I guess we'll just have to see.
No, I always got the sense Earl was interested in me. Figures he'd be the one to run off. The Marty Bullfinch case. Marty was Nick's partner. Emphasis on the was. He must have been some kind of desperate to come to us for help after all this time.
Well, Marty and I never exactly saw eye to eye. Mostly because he was usually passed out on the barroom floor.
Aw, come on, Nick. Think of the good times.
What, when he quit?
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Nicky, you old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem
Couldn't have been taken by the Institute, right?
I don't expect that name
would they
means
want
anything
Earl?
to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall.
Good luck.
If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
Hanging out with Valentine, huh? Good for you. Nick is good people. You know what I mean.
Yes.
Start in here. Why don't you check out the living room? Must be some hint where that boy ran off to. You know, for all the talk, I'd put the chances of this being an Institute snatch job somewhere between 0 and none. Just think about it. Earl Sterling, local assistant bartender? Why not nab the bartender himself? Lord knows Vadim samples his own wares enough that some weird behavior wouldn't make anyone bat an eyelash. Nothing over here. And Earl had lousy people skills. Might score the Institute some points in the last person you'd ever suspect category. But why not snatch someone with charm? Someone who could get you what you want. Earl could barely get you a drink by closing on a busy night. So where's that leave us? No known enemies. Wasn't much for the great outdoors, so likely not raiders or mutants. No, this all screams accident. Now, what was Earl into that might have gotten him in this kind of trouble? Hello. Hey, come here. I think I found something. I've been... a receipt from the Mega Surgery Center, huh? I wonder what the good doctors have to say about that.
Doc.
Let's get you examined right away. Time is not on the side of the surgeon.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. This is Dr. Crocker's deplorable handwriting, all right. Looks like Earl Sterling was one of his patients. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Dr. Crocker never performed it, however. Said Earl vanished before he paid. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
I'm a doctor, not a secretary. I'm sure he'll be around eventually. Anyway, we should get back to your immediate medical requirements.
Not interested.
Fine.
There's an awful lot of blood leading into the surgery center basement. Should try and find a way down there.
Oh, Earl. You've really been a handful, you know. But I think we're just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's...
What did you do to Earl Sterling, Doctor?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. It was Earl. It was Earl who didn't want to be happy. Good patients get a nice, new face. Bad patients bleed all over the floor because they want to screw up their surgeon's life!
Oh, screw this. Say hi to Earl for me.
What's going on here? Is that Dr. Crocker?
Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we?
Looks like it'll be a closed casket funeral. Hey, Doc.
I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
You owe me an explanation, Doctor. Your partner was cutting Earl Sterling up into, little pieces.
Cutting him up into... Why would he? Oh, wait. The facial reconstruction surgery. If he really did go through with it, and it went badly, Dr. Crocker was willing to go that far to protect his reputation?
Well, it's over. That's that.
It's over? The most well-respected surgeon in Diamond City is dead, his patient is in pieces, and all you have to say is, it's over? Yes, I guess it is. You should go. I have a report to file with security and a mess to clean up.
You got a piss-poor negotiation style, you know that?
Broke up with my girl. She kept the cap off the toothpaste. You know who does that? A simp.
I guess we ought to give her the news.
So, you two find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
Earl never went anywhere. Doc Crocker killed him during a botched surgery.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
It was either him or us. We had to put him down.
Goodness. I'm sorry you two had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the Dugout Inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out.
I think we ought to talk.
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? Oh, no. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute, they keep you isolated. A single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up on the other side, and that's it. They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world, with such people in it.
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. But my memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
That's terrible. They really just threw you away?
Sure did. It was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
I tried to go back and say thanks once I'd gotten myself established, but the place was wiped off the map. Raiders. Don't know what happened to the people.
I do what's needed.
Well, you certainly seem to judge doing good pretty high on your list of necessities. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
What is it? What? Who's that? Kill you.
We'll be taking that.
Now you wait and got me mad!
You see him? Is that it?
Like a rat.
Lights out for you!
Good fight, human! You'll die well!
Sweet. Nice. Nice.
You had your time, human!
Someone made a real mess of you, didn't they? What's that? The detection system must be on the fritz. Think they're gone for good? Just when I thought we were getting along.
Third floor.
Clear. Got nothing. Couldn't stay away, huh?
Hell no!
Yeah, we'll see.
Super mutant! Oh, yeah! Unstoppable! Break you!
I'll be doing the world a service.
one of us survives this! And it won't be you! Kill them! Kill them all! This is no game, human! We win, you die! You humans made us! Now suffer for your arrogance! You'll pay for that!
Bad for the mediocre one. Guess Marty never quite made it. Don't worry, pal. We'll close this one out for you.
Perfect.
Oh, damn! So, Shem Drown had himself buried with all his treasure. Guess some people just can't let go.
There we go.